yeah, she's going to give me some. A lot of men think like that. What I would suggest now, I don't think like that. I'm not flying no
Women think like that too.
Mhm.
If a woman invites you up to her hotel room or something along those lines, isn't that already kind of saying without saying? You don't sleep in somebody's hotel room and not expect that person is expecting something from you. Now, if you guys are if you don't feel that way about them, fine.
Mhm.
Let that man know before y'all make those reservations. Say, listen, I'll go with you, but I want to have my own room.
Exactly. And that's the biggest thing. Be clear. Ask questions.
What the expectations are. Be clear, man.
And women, because one, you want to be safe. One, for men, just for a safety standpoint, y'all don't want to be in a situation where you could be alleged of any type of crime. Because these accusations are just killing brothers.
Yes,
right
sir.
now. I mean, even if it's a lie or the truth, just an accusation is terrible. So ask, say, hey, baby, you know what I'm saying? I'm flying you out. I know we're talking all this stuff. So, yeah, you ready to get down? And she gonna be like, oh, yes, or oh, no, okay. Then she like, no, like, oh, okay, this may not work. And you have the right to do that. She said, yeah, okay, cool. I understand the whole flirting and the chasing and all of that. I get all of that. But we're talking about people that have not met at all. I'm talking about you slide in the female's DM. Hey baby, let me fly you out to the Bahamas and we're gonna meet out there and I'm gonna do a big ask questions. And as a man, I tell every single lady I know to not do it. Don't do it. One, don't say yourself cheap like that. And two, for safety, it's some creeps out there. And ladies, I'm sorry, I don't want to sound like a hater or anything, but a lot of these dudes be lying, and they will say anything to get in your pants. Please forgive me, fellas. I ain't no hater, but I'm not for.
It goes both ways. Though,
Yeah.
Man. It goes both ways. You know what I'm saying? Men are lying and scheming, and so are females, man. Let's you know what I'm saying? I understand. I understand the need to not want to offend, and I respect that. But the truth of the matter is that women are out scheming and lying as much as men are.
Yep.
It goes both ways. Let's be honest.
And I get it. I get it, ladies. I understand. And we see this on a daily basis. You know, I understand ladies, I want to go out on these free dinners and get drinks and go shopping and everything with no strings attached and then just go home. And that's great. That is great. I respect that.
You got to communicate that.
But you have to communicate. And as a personal tip, just as a safety tip for the ladies, if you go somewhere with a man you do not know, you met on social media or whatever, please turn your locations on. Have some money in your pocket just in case these types of situations happen. Do not depend on no man that is a stranger that you do not know. Don't trust them right off rip because a lot of these creeps will lie to you to get what they want. I'm telling you, women, smarten up. In the same breath, two consenting adults, y'all can do what you want. I support your Me Too movement, your body, your choice. Two consenting adults, none of my business. Don't tell me, I'm not going to ask. But as a safety, just for humanity and doing what's right, women, keep the locations on. And if when you do go, give the information about the man to somebody so at least they know who you're with in case something happens. That's just a safety tip. But hey, you're grown, you can do what you want to do, but in the same breath, you got to make them choices and you got to live with the consequences.
Yeah, and I'm not going nowhere without having my own ability to get myself to and from wherever I'm at. If I'm in the Bahamas with somebody, you better believe I got some money somewhere that's going to allow me to buy a plane ticket to get myself home. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's just me. But that's a tough situation for DeAndre Ayton. I hope nothing really comes as a result of that. It's a bad situation for the young lady. But I think all of that can be avoided with open and honest communication. If you're not feeling that, man, in that regard, don't lead him to believe anything else.
Absolutely. And I just want to say one thing to the men. I have to say it because I haven't heard I haven't heard no other men leaders say this. Men, quit getting mad if she rejects you or tell you no. Still remain a gentleman. If you pick her up, take her home. You fly her in, you fly her out. Man, now that's not player. She don't give you none. Now you just kick her to the curb and leave her stranded. That's not player. That's not a man. A real man will make sure you're straight and take you home. Now, once you take her home, you ain't gotta call her no more. But so I'm gonna just say that to the men. Man, quit acting like little girls when they tell you no by throwing it fit. Now, I said it, Anthony Perry said it, and I stand on it. Man up, treat her right.
Yeah, like I said, that's a tough situation. I did want to say one last thing on this basketball thing. I know we didn't necessarily touch bases on this, Anthony, but I've been hearing a lot of cats going on these podcasts and doing different things and really kind of disrespecting my man Kobe Bryant. And we can get back to that, but I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna just say this right here, right now.
Mm-hmm.
Gilbert Arenas, close your mouth, bro.
Close it.
Dwayne Wade, close your mouth, bro. If you couldn't address that man, because y'all leave my boy Kobe alone, man.
Absolutely, and that just goes just in morals. Quit disrespecting the dead. I mean, if you gotta say something while they're alive, say it. But if you didn't say it when they was alive, keep your mouth shut.
And man, if you couldn't go to that man, you know what I'm saying, and tell him how you felt. But what I think we're finding out though, Anthony, is that this is how these dudes felt about Kobe.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They were all cool and but there was a little jealousy behind all that. You know what I'm saying? Because Kobe stood on Kobe. You see what I'm saying? And you hear these cats, I hear AI talking about while we was in the club, he was in the gym.
Mm-hmm.
So he outworked you.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? He was drafted to the Hornets, got traded to the Lakers, fell into a good situation. But even then, the Lakers weren't good. Even when he was there in '96, the Lakers weren't necessarily good. They didn't start winning until 3, 4, 5 years later when Phil Jackson came. So, don't be mad at Kobe. Be mad at Jerry West. Be mad at the Lakers organization who put good players in a position to do great things. You know what I'm saying? But now y'all hating on Kobe, man. I don't respect that, man.
Yeah, I don't believe in speaking ill on the dead. Once a man or a woman dies, they whatever you feel about them negatively,
You pray for that.
You pray
for that man's soul, man.
That's between them and Jesus. You know what I'm saying? But I don't believe in speaking ill on the dead, no matter how you feel about it.
I agree with that, man. Anyway, so yeah, man.
So just to kind of change topics a little bit. Everything that's going on, everybody got opinions and upset about things. Very controversial across the country. ICE raids and immigration. Now, people upset about ICE not wearing masks, racial profiling, hopping out of vans, just snatching people off the street. Immigration. We do have immigration laws which have been on the books for years. And I just want people to see something. I just want everybody out there, especially Black America. Matter of fact, I want to talk to Black America. I just want to highlight something. That's it. Whether you for ICE raids or you're against them, it don't make a difference. As a Black man, LAPD, one of the most allegedly crooked organizations. Black people have been getting stopped and frisked my entire life.
Legal citizens.
Just as ICE is doing. Not saying that is right. But I want the Black people to see there was no outcry when this was happening to us. A Black man couldn't even walk to a corner store without getting harassed, detained, stopped, searched, and he's an American citizen. The media was silent. It was fine. Now, when it's happening to a group of people whose skin color is lighter than black people, it's a whole bunch of outcry. That's tough.
It's an outcry for a reason. It's an outcry because it's political. It's an outcry because people within the system, people running the system, have become multi-millionaires and billionaires off of cheap, unskilled labor.
That's it.
And people in California, the establishment in California, because I've been living here since the early 70s as a baby. I've been living in California for well over 50 years, and the establishment has gotten rich off of illegal labor.
Absolutely.
So the outcry is political. It's organized. And one thing I want to say this too. As I'm driving through downtown LA going home, I've noticed recently that that these protests are no longer necessarily about the ICE raids. They kind of morphed into Hamas related, right? So what the point there is the fact that these protests are organized, paid protests by So believe it. There's people out there who are organizing and paying people to protest. So when they see something like the immigration protest, right, they go and join along and then make it about them. Now, it's a lot going on. But anyway, back to the ICE raids, bro.
Yeah, and it is. And let me speak to the immigrants and those that support the immigrants. I want to put something into perspective. America is in a position where we are today because of cheap labor, which they call slavery. Watch
That's
this.
free labor.
Yeah, free labor. Yeah,
That ain't even cheap.
exactly. Watch this. It's amazing. We talk about the farmers. Slaves, where they work, mostly
Plantations.
in the fields. Immigrants. These people are happy to pay you a low wage, no benefits, nothing, no health insurance, no life insurance, anything, no retirement plan, because you're providing a service for cheap, which equivalent is slave labor. Watch this, immigrants. The same people that support it. Let's see if they support you if you say, you know what, since we're so special, we're so valuable, pay us a premium wage. We want benefits, health insurance for our families. We want life insurance, dental, eye, the whole works. See if they show you the same love. So for me, I look at it with a business lens, because this is, for me, I can't support this because it's too close to slavery. And of course, we don't support slavery. And my thing is, if you work for somebody, treat them right. And paying people a hard job for a very low wage, long hours, terrible conditions is a form of slavery. So I don't like that. And that's not right. Because if you're going to pay somebody, pay them what they're worth and disguising it. I don't care which party you want, Democrat, Republican. I'm independent. And I say this, the current leadership in both parties is trash. I say Trump trash, Biden trash, both of them. So I'm speaking for what it is. And a lot of these Democrat supporters are using immigrants for slave labor.